What are our tasks at the third level?
Your task at this level is to gain knowledge. You find yourselves in conditions of limited information. You seek answers to emerging questions. However, many mistakenly assume that the answers to their questions already exist. They think that understanding the world is about finding ready-made answers. You just have to thoroughly search literature and the internet. Many spend their entire lives doing this. Some find ready-made answers from other people. Note, this is someone else's work, someone else's creativity, someone more diligent did this work for you. Those who go further in their searches compile existing information. This is more challenging and more like good work. The most persistent study the existing information, conclude that it does not satisfy them, and create something of their own, unique. About such people you say, the greatest minds of humanity. So, we can distinguish 3 stages of your work with the surrounding world at this stage. Search, creativity. Don't be shy and don't be lazy to seek your own answers. We openly tell you, you can create your own truth. Your answers may be opposite to those already found by other people. You are all now collecting multiple answers to every question that has ever been asked in your world. Fans of our technical jargon will probably be pleased to read that giant datasets are being collected on every question. You have a new trendy phrase, big data. Your creative searches right now are forming datasets that are analyzed and then used in your world to guide you further on your path of development.
Can we talk about the transition to the 4th and 5th levels? How can we prepare? What kind of experience is suitable for the journey there? I often read posts in spiritual development blogs. I regularly see comments from completely different people like, when will we finally transition? It's hard here, so much dirt, I'm completely tired of this place.
We do not have a strict list of criteria. Your process of creating yourself is very individual. This means that different merits will be appreciated, and careful attention will be given to everyone who has made an effort to become better. Let's talk about responsibility and patience. So, a person of the 3rd level dreams of transitioning to the 4th for the aforementioned reasons. What exactly bothers them here? What are they tired of? Let's be completely honest, you are not heading to a cloud of cotton candy to play the harp. Ask yourself, what exactly do you not like here? If you want to take on more responsible tasks, that's a good answer. If you have a thirst for learning new things, that's a good answer. But if you have unresolved issues here, if your duties weigh you down, if you are tired of everything, if you want no one to bother you, if you want peace, stagnation, the 4th and 5th levels will not bring you what you desire. Let's take a task that you all understand, being someone's mentor. Your 3rd level ment does not demonstrate diligent progress through lessons. He doesn't listen to you, doesn't respond to your indirect hints, behaves in a way that makes you nervously smoke on the sidelines. Now imagine that he will live many lives. Roughly several dozen. Or hundreds. No one knows. Do you have enough patience? Are you ready to make decisions and take responsibility for them? And if he, like the classic fool of the tarot deck, steps into the abyss, are you ready to fight to ensure he stops his cheerful march and changes direction? Imagine that you see event lines and can intervene at any point in time. You are faced with a difficult situation. If you save one person, another will suffer in the future. Your choice will be difficult, but you will have to learn to make it and live with it. Where you are heading, it will become more apparent that you are all in the same boat. If someone is struggling, they are patiently helped because you are united. This is not always easy, but it is absolutely necessary. Therefore, to everyone eagerly awaiting the transition to relax, we suggest considering figures like the cube, tesseract, and pentaract. You will clearly see the dynamic increase in responsibility as you transition to the 4th and 5th levels. However, for the active and those who love complex tasks, expanded opportunities await. You will enjoy it.
In a private conversation, you mentioned resilience. What does that mean? Is it related to our entropy?
Yes, your favorite word, entropy.
A simple formulation, any system tends towards destruction, meaning entropy accumulates in it. The more complex the system, the more it is prone to accumulating entropy. To put it simply, complex systems tend to accumulate imbalance and deteriorate over time.
Yes, you could say your constant resistance to your own entropy is resilience. There's no need to complicate it. Is your world's tendency towards destruction a necessary condition in the simulation? Of course not. So why did we introduce it? Because absolute stability is synonymous with stagnation. Your task is to maintain dynamic stability resilience within yourself. This is your resistance to entropy. You have a creative world, a forge of spirit, a workshop of creative, yet undiscovered solutions. We had to introduce a bit of chaos into your world. By countering chaos, you develop. You find creative solutions to maintain yourself in a stable state. However, chaos constantly changes you, and you must find a new point of stability each time. The changes brought by chaos are not always beneficial. If you do not maintain your dynamic stability, imbalance accumulates. Imbalance manifests as diseases and mental disorders. Those who become ill, go insane, or actively pursue self-destruction have accumulated much imbalance and did not devote enough attention and time to stabilize their consciousness. They do not demonstrate resilience. The element of chaos in your world hardens you. Think about the real outer world, beyond the simulation of the universe. We have honestly told you about it. It scares you, doesn't it? There is destruction in it. Things in it are finite. Our Creator aged and died. Let's think long-term. Imagine the experiment is over. Congratulations, you are creators. You have passed all levels. Here is your diploma of higher education. You can create your simulations and live in them forever, creating anything you want. How long will you play with this until you get bored? In our selfhood, as in yours, there is one fundamental principle, the drive for the new. The self evolves on this principle. Essentially, it is infinite development. When development ends, stagnation begins, followed by degradation. In the distant future, when the humanity project yields good results, the next phase will almost inevitably follow. The phase of exploring the real world. You must be ready. Many now complain about how hard it is here in the pseudo-physical world of the simulation. However, each of you is supervised by several mentors. You are protected, you don't understand it, but the lifeline is always within arm's reach. You are immortal. If you don't manage in this life, you'll figure it out in the next. The simulation is a controlled world. It is manageable. Now imagine what the real physical world is like. Who will help you there? You. Yourself. Now you should have no illusions about why you are being tormented here. Consider it training. You will need your resilience in the future. Why are you constantly told to love one another? Because you will need maximum cohesion to survive in the real, unpredictable world. The rejection of violence is a key factor for your survival, both now and in the distant future.